But not far from where the Steelers' former homes at Three Rivers Stadium, Forbes Field once stood, we are at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium. Today, no waiting around. We jump right into an AFC North battle in Week 1 between the Baltimore Ravens and the Pittsburgh Steelers. The kicker, Chris Boswell, has it ready to go, and we are underway from Pittsburgh. This will be fielded inside the 5. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive. And that to the 30. It'll be second down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. On 2nd down, here's Mitchell. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. On 3rd down, Jackson. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
Yeah, 1 for 1. A lot more to go. Andrew Van Ginkel there on the stop.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd. Hey, middle.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And they'll be stopped right at the 30. On a play that started back at the 15, they pick up 15. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1.
This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation, and I thought he was going to get the first down the way the play developed, but the defense closed in and stopped him just about a yard short.
DC, right? DC.
They'll run for it with Dillon. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. Now Wilson on first down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
And some space here. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That good for 19 and a first down.
Coming in, he really likes his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. He finds his man, complete. That's Burgess. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that will bring up 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
He'll let it fly for Austin. And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Ravens are going to take possession here at their own 33. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
He lost 6 there on the first down play.
When you're lateral to the line of scrimmage, linebackers keep those shoulders square so they can go up and down. But when it's time to go, turn your shoulders just like a running back. Get through the line and hit the runner in the backfield.
5 yards gets him back near the original line of scrimmage as they'll be left with a 3rd and long.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. 4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. Now Austin. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early match.
This is caught inside the 15. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 63 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
On 1st down, Wilson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Ravens are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. CD, when he went to throw that, I'm not sure if he just didn't see where the defense was. Whatever the case, not the throw you're looking for on 1st and goal.
Not at all, because, look, let's face it, that close to the goal line, if you throw an interception, it's going to hurt on any down. But really, the only down you can kind of live with is if you do it on 4th down. The first 3, if you don't have it wide open, just get rid of it. Make sure they can't get it and live to fight another down. 1st and goal, and you throw the pick, not good at all.
Dillon up the middle. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
2 things to watch. First is strength and being able to break out that initial contact. But at his size, once you slow his momentum, it's hard for him to get it started again and end up tackling him behind the line of scrimmage.
Up the middle, here's Mitchell. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Sacked by Andrew Van Ginkel. We're scoreless after 1. The Ravens send their punter out now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. $40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return, and the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over. First and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. A beautiful fake. Now they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. 12 yards that time and a Pittsburgh first.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Play action. It's Wilson. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 23 yards, the final tally. Here's Wilson. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a 3-step drop. But when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the massive bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
14, run it.
Throwing again on second down. Wilson got his tight, and the ball is knocked out, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And to the 12, that's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. To throw is Jackson. Got his man. It's Williams. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
And not much doing there. Maybe a yard up to the 23.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson escaping the... And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack. And it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so they can throw the football.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Akella Witherspoon. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
Some teams like to start aggressive to begin a drive, but this is still what you expect to see in normal situations. Just call a simple run, get a few yards to begin the series, and set yourself up for something bigger on second down.
Second down, back to Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 48 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. To throw is Wilson. Open man is Johnson. Touchdown Steelers. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Steelers post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes the score 7-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. This hasn't been their cleanest first half of football. Last thing they wanted to do was give it up to the opposition, but able to keep it as it goes out of bounds.
Yeah, tough first half, no doubt about it. But if they turn it over there, now things turn a little, how would you say it, dire? And they didn't need that hassle at all. So being able to take care of the football is paramount.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Now it's Jackson. Toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And the Steelers will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him the first down. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Smith. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it's second down.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Wilson. And this is caught inside the 5. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Steelers go up by 2 touchdowns. Boswell good with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now.
And it's a fumble. And fortunately, he's able to get this one back, so it is a first down. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. From midfield now, here's Jackson. It's caught. Smith. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 3rd down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup. Here's Jackson. He's got it to Williams. And he is going to lose yardage here. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. And his throw is incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Again, Jackson. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. A good return there, 17 yards. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play.
He'll let it fly for Austin. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Marcus Williams.
And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. And we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the 2nd half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
Extra point put through by Boswell, and it's now 21-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
This one fielded at the 5. And he returns this to the 22.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 22. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Jackson to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Here's Austin.
Following the punt return here, there's someone shaken up. Boy, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
On 2nd down and 4. Wilson, he'll rifle this one deep right side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Ravens are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores. But, yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And, look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is it...
Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Minka Fitzpatrick.
And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Now Edwards-Helaire. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Another 6-yard carry, same as last play. 1st down. Now it's Wilson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the 1st down. Now Wilson. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line.
Not the first and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Wilson got his tight end. That's complete. That's Smith. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point of attack blocker that we used to have.
Open man is Johnson. Touchdown Steelers.
Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon.
And the Steelers are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
Boswell good with the extra point, and it is 28-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
This one fielded at the 5.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they take over already 5 yards deep into the red zone at the 15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Throwing is Wilson. This is caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
And that catch number 100 for his young career. And remember, only in his 2nd season. The future bright.
They go play action with Wilson. And he's going to go down. This will count as a sack, a very short sack, taken down at the 2.
Not the first and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground. And, of course, that's not an easy man to sack. You know how elusive he can be trying to get outside of the pocket. That was a great play on the defensive side.
And I wonder what was going through his mind, because he didn't seem as committed to using his legs to pick up yardage. He wanted to keep that play alive, so either take off and go or throw it away. But he held on to the football and ended up getting sacked.
Second down and goal. Wilson. Open man is Johnson. Touchdown Steelers. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Steelers get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes this 35-0 now. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it.
And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. It's such a costly interception, nearly a pick 6, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive, because that's part of what they're...
Pushing and fighting his way in for a Steeler touchdown.
The Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Boswell good with the extra point, and it is 42-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, the disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up.
So you know the frustration level has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to quell that, because otherwise they certainly won't get anything done in this one. Keep diving deeper into the offensive playbook, but bottom line is don't quit competing.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard.
They run over center with Mitchell.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
On 1st down, they go back to Mitchell.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
Well, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by the linebacker, Miles Jack.
And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football.
Now, opening week, certainly he didn't want to throw an interception, but the rookie got it out of the way. That's the first of his career.
Veterans throw interceptions week 1, week 2, week 3. It happens along the way. But you're right. He got out of the way. It's over. The big thing for him is, can he answer this question when he gets to the sideline? What did you see? Why did you make that throw? They'll work with it from there.
93 yards rushing for him now here in week 1. A very solid start to this new campaign. They go back to the ground, this time Mostert.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Once again, it's Mostert.
And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
On 3rd down, here comes Mostert.
And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Now Chris Boswell for the Steelers field goal try. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. Boswell's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Operating from the gun, Murphy. Forced out to his left. Complete. This is Mitchell. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Operating from the gun, Murphy. Now swing pass for Dillon. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Murphy to throw on 3rd down. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that's going to make it 4th down. Here's Justin Tucker now for the Raven field goal try. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. Tucker's kick is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. We've paid this offense plenty of compliments already, but, I mean, they are deserving as they start another series. To be leading by this much with so much time left to play in the fourth, Charles, it's really been impressive to watch.
It has been, and you have to think to yourself, the preparation that went into this, but the absolute focus that they kept throughout in order to have this kind of a result. This is Super Bowl-esque, and they've got to feel awfully good about what they put out there today.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. It's a Pittsburgh 1st down, a gain of 13. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
On fourth down, is the punt team sending this one away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game. That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick.
And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football.
Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense will very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take pride in.
And they'll indeed take a knee. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
This was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra